Gold has had one of the most historic rises in recent memory, drawing international headlines in countries around the world, leading everybody to line up just to buy gold. People were lining up for blocks and blocks and blocks in countries around the world. It was an absolute frenzy. It was absolute pandemonium. Everybody was talking about gold. But could all of this be about to come crashing down? In today's video, we're going to look at the facts, and they're going to be brutal, just like this one. You can see gold right here, just crossed below this white line. The last time that happened, it's so rare. The last time that happened was 15 years ago when gold actually topped. The last time that gold actually topped was when we dipped below this white line right here, and we haven't done it since, and we just did it. Not only that, we just printed what's called a shooting star candle on this chart right here for gold, which has some very, very steep warnings. In this video, I want to get into the actual warnings. I want to get into the actual facts. I want to let you know what I think is going to happen, and then I'm going to let you know if there is a chance that there could be another leg up for gold. I want to give you the honest facts and the honest truth about gold as we stand right now. Let's get into it. Recently, many of you have been randomly unsubscribed from my channel, and missing just one video in a market like this can cost you big time. So stop what you're doing, look down, and make sure you are subscribed. So here we are. We're on the gold futures. We're on a 6-month chart, and we have 3 components of our chart. Up at the top, we have price action. Middle of our screen, the RSI, overbought, oversold. And then the bottom of our screen, the stochastic RSI, also overbought and oversold, but more about our momentum than anything else. Now, on this 6-month chart, each candle represents 6 months of price action. We just printed one of the worst, one of the deadliest candles that you could possibly print. And the worst part of it is it printed what could be the top of the rally. So we're going to get into a couple components in today's video. We're going to talk about this shooting star that just printed hot off the press. We're also going to talk about this move in the stochastic RSI and the move in the RSI. We'll break down the 3 components. Let's start with price action. With price action, what you see is that the market actually bottomed back in 2015, right? 11 years ago was when we actually bottomed in the gold markets. Now you can see it clearly articulated in the stochastic RSI, right? And by the way, if you love gold, you should love this chart right here. If you throw on the 6-month chart and you throw on the stochastic RSI and you just bought when we had a cross up, you would have bought gold at roughly $1,000. Now we all know the historic run that it just went on. You could have quite literally just bought then. If you would have done that the time before, you would have bought in 1999 when the price of gold was $261. So what I want to say with this video, we're going to cover gold. We're going to cover the facts. I am not a gold hater. I'm not a gold lover. Obviously, I like Bitcoin. I am a lover of the charts. I'm a lover of the facts. And I have to show you what is happening with price action. So as we draw ourselves in, we understand this was the bottom of the market 10, 11 years ago. And since then, we've had a parabolic rise. Now, this red candle that just printed, hot off the press, this is called a shooting star. By definition, a shooting star has a long upper wick, check. Typically found at the tops of rally, could be a check. Has little to no lower wick, check. And has a thin body, but thicker than a gravestone doji. Now, keep in mind, a gravestone doji open and closes at about the same time, which means that the bottom is almost non-existent. This body is definitely bigger than a non-existent body. This is a textbook shooting star. Now, a shooting star, by definition, is found at the tops of rallies and spells a trend reversal if confirmed. Now the question becomes, well, how do we know if this candle becomes confirmed? Well, it all happens in this candle that we're in right now that closes at the end of this year. Let me tell you the best case scenario and the worst case scenario about the close of this candle that we're in right now that closes at the end of this year. If this candle, and again, this is the candle that's after the shooting star candle. If this candle that we're in right now, after the shooting star candle, closes below the low of the shooting star candle, we're in deep trouble. In other words, if this candle closes below $3,900 by the end of this year, if we close below $3,900, the shooting star candle will have confirmed, and this will be a textbook trend reversal. Now, even if that doesn't happen, I want to let you know the huge elephant in the room. What you can do with any chart, and this is for any time frame, and this is for anything that has a chart, is throw it on and look at the wicks, meaning those lines, right? If you have a wick to the upside, especially after any rally, it typically spells reversal. Case in point, look at the wick here from July 2011, big wick, reversal. Look at the wick here from July 2008, big wick to the downside. If you have a big wick to the downside, it means that it was bought up. If it means it was bought up and a lot of buying pressure, it means that you have momentum to the upside. It's a simple game. Look at the wick here for January 2006. Again, wick to the upside, downward pressure. We went from 729 all the way down to 561 with just a wick. So we just had a huge wick to the upside, which means there was a lot of smart money taking profits, and that means we have downward pressure. Just simple analysis, right? You can use it for any time frame, any chart. But if you just open a chart, I mean, look at where the wicks are. Look at this wick right here from 1976 when we wicked down to $100 gold. Look at that, $100 gold. And the next candle went up to 153. We shot up in the next candle because of that momentum from the wick. Again, we just had one of the worst wicks in more than probably 20 years. At least 15. Maybe the worst one would be 2011, but the one we just printed is worse than 2011. So it's 20 years since we had a wick this bad printing gold. There's no way around it. Now, I do want to say, now we're going to get to the other components of the video, and I will stress the best scenario outcome that could happen, which is there could be another leg up. And what would have to happen in this chart right here, based on facts, to make that happen. We will cover that. But at the end of the video, I will let you know my honest opinion, and I'll let you know what you should do with this information that I'm sharing with you today. So we've got price action covered. We have printed a shooting star candle. It's official. Will it confirm? We will know at the end of this calendar year. Middle of our screen, RSI, overbought, oversold, going from a range of 0 up to a range of 100. You want to basically think about taking profits above 70, and you want to think about buying below 40-ish. But on this chart, you can see we only went below 40-ish one time. And on a 6-month chart, you'll have to adjust those. What I just gave you are 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. You want to look for those areas on the chart to buy below 40 and really take profits above 70. Now that we're on a 6-month chart, you could see the last time that gold fell below this white line was 15 years ago at the market cycle top. Just a fact. We just fell through it. That's not a good sign. But what could save the day is the bottom of our screen, the stochastic RSI, which also goes for a range of 0 up to a range of 100. It's our momentum. When the blue line is on top, we have momentum to the upside and price typically rises. When we have the orange line on top, that's when our momentum is falling and typically prices fall with our momentum. It's a very simple game. So what you notice is I drew this little yellow line on this chart right here. This represents key market structure dating back to 19 1988, back in the 1900s when I was born. What you see here is key market structure from 1988, and that market structure held in July 2022. That same market structure is what is going to come in very critical for what is going to happen next for gold. So now we understand we've got the shooting star. We understand that the RSI first time in 15 years, last time was the top. We understand the stochastic RSI has had a cross down as of July 2025 into January 2026. We started to have a cross during that period. However, we have not taken out our prior swing low from July 2022. And that's what I'm looking at. If we take out the July 2022 and we have a terrible close at the end of this year, there's going to be a correction period. You know, sometimes with gold, it lasts a couple years. Sometimes it lasts quite a while. Nobody on planet Earth will know how long it lasts, but watch the stochastic RSI, because when you see it cross back up, like we did 11 years ago in 2015, that's when you want to buy. And from that, we didn't have one from 1999. So it happens maybe every 15-ish years where you get a good buying opportunity in gold. And after this flushes out, you could see the next one. So you've got to be patient. But what you can see in the meantime is one level and one level only. If gold were to take out this swing low, and it at the end of this year, if we get, we close below 3,900, then officially we have printed a shooting star and we have officially entered a change of trend. And that is the game here. In every game in investing is the trend, okay? You want to buy near the bottom. You want to take some profits when things are hot. Now, what does it mean for you? If you're holding gold, you're thinking of getting gold, you're thinking, whatever, you're on the sidelines, you like gold, what I would recommend are a couple things. Number one, you want to watch for a stochastic RSI cross back up from below the 20 level. So whenever you see the momentum go below the 20 level, you just start watching that over those months and you wait for a cross back up, and that's the next time you buy. It could be a couple of years from now. It could be, multiple years from now. We don't know, but we need to be patient and wait for that signal. Now, what else should you do with the facts that I gave you? You should watch this level with the stochastic RSI. You need to look for a break below and a close below that level. That's further evidence that this is the top. And the last thing is the shooting star. Watch that close at the end of the year below 3,900. But if you're holding gold, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. But if those things play out on the chart and you're towards the end of this year and you see those things play out, it might be a time to get out of the way and to wait patiently for a couple years until you get the signal to get back into the market. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but gold may have just topped. Trade like a tourist or go with the pros. The FFA is where the real ones go. Link in description.